Hey, kia ora, haere mai. Greetings and welcome. I'm Guru. We're back in the Long Dark Wintermute. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Jim says, hello, Guru. Looking forward to playing some more Long Dark with you, bro. Cool. I'm looking forward to sharing some more Long Dark. We're actually making progress. So Wintermute is obviously the storyline, and it's starting to reveal itself. Wintermute has actually turned into a message we have to deliver to some guy in Carter on the way to Perseverance, where we're looking for our friend Astrid. Get me remembering the storyline. Holy heck. I tell you what, it takes a bit of practice after playing so many open world, you know, no single plot lines, that sort of thing. It's taken a bit, so here we are in the middle of nowhere. I hope everyone's doing well. Jim's doing well. Glad to hear it, mate. We are carrying too much gear. So usually what I would do is start eating. Let's see. How much? 3 kilos. That's actually quite a bit. Ah, so this stuff was on the ground. What are actions we can take with this stuff? Crafting and repair. Okay. That's not massively heavy. So we've got crafting. What is that? Green maple sapling. I think we'll hold on to the crafting stuff. Oh, this is broken. So we can we repair it? We can harvest it.
My fingers feel
Let's do that. Jim. All right, we're freezing our nads off out here, so we better do something about that. Right. Got a lot of flares. We've got a hacksaw. Got this giant hammer, which is super heavy. Let's have a look. Probably got way too much of this stuff.
Too cold to think.
Really? All right. I bet you we can't get back inside. No, he's locked us out, which is great. And what we might do is let's get a fire going, because we are dying. Fire. That'll do. Wood. Cash? Sure. No, we'll hold on to cash. Cat tail head, yes, but accelerant, and we will use this. We'll get it going. Woo!
Turned out pretty well.
Turned out pretty well. Let's get some fire. Yeah, let's get some. Ooh, we'll chuck some sticks on there. And yep, chuck that on as well. Okay, we'll keep the coal. That should get us going. Wow. How's it this cold? We seem to be... Oh, that's right, the bear. Hey, real time, how you doing? We are now a snowflake. What I mean is it's kind of like a leaf on the river of life. We are a snowflake on the winds of mystery. That's what I was going with. But if people want to come in and poke fun at me for being a snowflake, that's all good, man. I can take it on the chin, or I can act like a snowflake. So, right, what we're trying to do is lose a bit of weight, and I think we've done it. Have we not? That's what it took. Light a fire. So, win-win. Win-win. That's 0.7, that's 3. Do we need that much antiseptic? Probably not. We might have to come back here. We might just put some stuff away. So, let's have a look. That away. That's nearly buggered, so we'll put that away. We don't need this many painkillers. Sorry, we just don't. We haven't used one water purification thingy yet. Right. So this ruined stuff. All right, let's look at it. Can we actually repair the ruined stuff? I'm guessing the clue is in the name. That no, we can't. Actions. No, we can only harvest it. We've got plenty of cloth already. So we will just drop that and drop that. That'll save us some weight. And sorry, you'll never see me acting like a snowflake. That's all good, my friend. Oh yes, we do have quite a bit of food. That's not a bad thing. But that stuff is awful, so we might just drop that because it's pretty far gone. Drop that. We'll keep that. Keep that. Keep the water. Many tools. I like all of these tools. Small bottle of lamp oil. This is a large can of lamp oil. Hey, we're under our maximum weight at the moment, so that's all good. We have been warming up. We might just plus 19 degrees. Right. So we are warming up. But we're still feeling cold. Gosh. We'll put a reishi tea. And we'll heat that up. Drink that. That should help warm me up. So, with renewed hope, what is this mission? With the old bear no longer a risk, Jeremiah plots a course leading Mackenzie out of the mystery lake, with the means to contact Perseverance Mills and one step closer to finding Astrid. So we have to get into the dam at night when the aurora is in the sky. Alright, so we're warm now. Excellent. That really worked. That really worked. So we can get out of Dodge now. That's an enormous cliff. And we will head back to the dam. It's a wee ways away, and we have to get there by nightfall, where hopefully there is an aurora in the sky. Quite nice sky effects with this kind of graphics type. Pretty cool. Hey Ashes, how you doing, man? Good to see you, my friend. We've just started. We're off to the old dam where we ran into real problems last time. Mainly because I was not being very observant and hadn't quite got the hang of the game yet. Now I think we'll be better. We've also got loads of lamp fuel because I ran out of light last time and it yeah, caused us some issues. So we're actually sheltered here. Well, we were sheltered, not sheltered anymore. How about thee? Yeah, we definitely had a lot of habit thee in the last episode. We took out the bear. Holy heck. But it definitely had its way with us a few times before we got to that stage. Our temperature seems to be holding up okay. It'd be nice to find some more warmer clothing, but we're good for now. We're in the teeth of the wind, but we're okay. There we go. A little bit of shelter. If we stay behind this tree, can we get shelter? Maybe, maybe not. What's this? Birch bark. Okay. I think you can turn that into a tea. And this looks like a birch tree. Is it something that I could just kind of harvest? Have a look. Quick look. No. But where there's birch trees, there's birch bark. That's what I'm going with. Alright, we can see the power lines which run alongside the train tracks. Now, are we going the right way? So, Forest Talker supply cache. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we want to actually get up that way. Well, we'll go to the train tracks because we haven't actually checked out, like, this house or camp office, and we haven't checked out the lookout. There might be some useful items in there, particularly clothing. I could do with a bit, you know, I've got a few spaces for clothing should the weather get really bad. Maybe some more food and drink items. Yeah, see, we haven't got any coffee or anything like that. I think we may have left some of that stuff behind. Hanged up boiled beans, salty crackers. Crackers are good. They solve your hunger problem, but they do cause additional thirst. So it's always a trade-off. But we're in an area right now where there's loads of trees, so we'll find loads of sticks and stuff on the ground that we can start a fire with. So I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, so you can see them just kind of strewn around. We're losing a bit of heat. Not too bad though. I think we'll be able to get to the camp office without having to worry about it. But we'll see how it goes. So if you just jumped in, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. We're playing Wintermute, The Long Dark, the storyline. Apparently they've written 4 of the 5 episodes, or 5 of the 6 episodes, and they're working on the last. So we might actually get to the end of this before the story has been fully written. If that's the case, we will come back to it. The series has been going quite well, actually. I was a little unsure because, you know, it's quite different to my usual fare with games like State of Decay 2 and 7 Days to Die and that sort of thing. But I've been really enjoying it. And we're getting lots of views, lots of likes. So cool. Cool. We might look at doing some other survival games as well. Look, how confident am I that I am confident we're gonna smash this. We might even come back and try the survival mode, put it on hardest and just see how long I can survive. Hey Jason, how you doing, man? I'm very well, thank you. Listen, no coughing. I'm all well. I'm all well, brother. So yeah, that's a huge tick in the life is excellent box. All right, and let's have a look on the map. Yeah, thought so. Follow the wires, eh? Follow the wires. I can find like a scarf or something like that, that would be awesome. Because the bear ripped mine up. Big meanie. I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. I've got my hot coffee on one side. I've got my bottle of water on the other side. I've got Paul Long's favorite hat. We are all good. Oop. All right. Let's have a rummage around. Oh, this place is quite spacious. What do we got? A frozen angler. Ice fishing. Okay. Take that. Fleece mittens.
Could end up being useful.
They're a bit munted. Which is a good point, actually. We should probably check the status of our clothes. See, 62 is not great. So let's repair that. Nice. It actually makes a huge difference. Oh, wow. Actions right. Repair that 100%. It's like we started this chapter at midday. 9366 worn jeans. Yep, we'll repair those. Yeah, the quality, like the not the quality. Quality definitely matters, but the condition of your clothing has a big part to play in how warm it is. And its heat retention. Now, we did a little bit there. So what we'll do is we will take those. Because we'll harvest them. Excuse me. Nice. So, we'll look again. State of our clothing. 81, 88. You're okay. You're decent. Okay, we're good for now. We'll hold on to it just in case, you know, we have a run-in. The storm lantern, we're good for storm lanterns. Fire starters. Ah, we can get the fire going in here if we need to. We won't.
Hope I can still eat this.
Oh, beef jerky. Yeah. Take that. We are not flush with food at the moment. Key to Lake Cabin 3. Street Lake. Okay, take it. I don't know if I've ever visited that place. This book was made for burning. Oh, that's just what we'll do. Like we can. We've already got one of those.
What have we here?
Take that. Fishing tackle. Fishing hook. Ah, it's giving me all the fishing stuff. We came in that door, which means this door. Oh, first aid kit. Although we are pretty good for just about everything. Scrap metal, reclaimed wood. Oh, there is a back door. Yeah, so, you know, we're warm, we're good. I'll have to find some coffee. Lantern fuel.
Lamp fuel. Could be useful.
Yeah, we're good. Good for lamp fuel. We've got enough. If I pick up everything that we could possibly use ever, we'll just weigh a ton. And then I'm forever dropping or managing my inventory. I think we can afford to be a bit more picky.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
But we'll take a crow feather. He says taking like this random crow feather. Ever had deer jerky? No. I've had venison. But not as a jerky. Oh, we'll take those. And let's jump into those. Brand new, and then we'll harvest the old ones. From that's 83. This is the 88, and we'll swap for this one. Sports socks, nope. Cycle cam pillow. Yeah, we will break that. Day's getting away on us a little bit. We should probably get rolling. Trail boots. What kind of boots we got? Probably look, we've got no boots. Of course we've got boots. So we've got worn combat boots. Can we repair those? Sure can. Real time says Guru did why? I'm not sure what that means, buddy. Oh, venison. Actually, you know, oh, Mystery Lake. Some info. Maybe we'll read that when we're sitting around a campfire.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Oh yes, that stuff. I'm not a huge fan of venison. Yeah, there's something about the texture. It's a bit, yeah. The flavor's okay, but it's a texture I don't really like, and I like, you know, steak, pork, lamb.
That'll come in handy.
But yeah, I was never big on venison, which surprised me actually. So yeah, decent cargo pants. We'll wear those, and we'll repair them. Hey, old fart, how you doing? Creature, how you doing, my friend? Right, I think we should probably get legging it out of here. How's life in the world of creature, brother? I hope you're doing well, man. Right. Let's see where we're heading. We want to head northage, which is back up this way. So this is Mystery Lake. Oh, cabin 3. So there was a key that we could get to cabin 3. Well, there's a lookout tower. Oh, that's miles away. So we've got more pressing concerns than what's in loot box number 42B. Let's get this show on the road. Let's push the storyline. Time is not our friend in the long dark. And if I remember rightly, there's a caboose or something along here where we could light a fire if something goes wrong. Whoa, more than one. Holy shit, quite a lot of them. Alright, we're going to put in a burst of speed. Lead your target, that's what it is. Oh, wolfskin coat. Alright, we'll skin a wolf. I wasn't hang on. Let me... That's all I want. Yes, it is. Creature, so how are you liking this game, Guru? It is growing on me really fast. At first, I had a few scenarios, like trying to throw rocks at rabbits and stuff, which I found really frustrating. And it put me at risk of... This is a dumb game and blah, 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 blah. But I got past it, and I actually really like this game, and I'm quite keen to try the survival version of it as well. So yeah, it's yeah, it's cool. It is very cool. I'm enjoying it immensely. We got more bullets, I hope so. Jason says, you know that elk and moose be called venison? They're all in the deer family, but still. Right, yeah, because we don't have elk, we don't have moose in New Zealand. I know you got moose in Canada, probably elk too, and I saw some when we were in Canada many years ago on the side of the road, so that was quite the experience. Yeah, but I've not tried it, not eaten it, at least not knowingly. Creature is doing 100%. Just enjoying your weekend off. Oh, bro, if anyone deserves a weekend off, it's you, man. They call it venison there. Yeah, so venison in New Zealand is primarily deer. So you can get different types of deer with, you know, there's a number of different species in New Zealand. They're all introduced species. In New Zealand, there's actually only two indigenous mammals. Two indigenous mammals that were here when humanity first arrived on these shores, and that was the long-tailed bat and the short-tailed bat. That's it. No other mammals. So deer has been introduced, so we've got red deer, and deer in New Zealand is now farmed, but it's also quite prevalent in the wild, so it's hunted. People do a lot of hunting of deer, and they need to, because there's so many of them, they actually do quite a lot of damage to our ecosystem. Okay, some scrap metal. Scrap metal. Do we want to take scrap metal with us? I don't think we've got any. Oh yeah, we've got... Nah, we're okay, we've got scrap metal. Onwards! Elk is a member of the deer family too. Yeah, I'm not even sure what the name of it is, of the family, you know, the biological name. Don't bother trying moose, just saying, it's not worth it. Fair enough. Magnificent animals anyway. Fucking huge. You don't realize how big they are, eh? They are humongous. Have I had bat soup? No, I haven't had bat soup. You'd probably never see one in New Zealand, eh? They're well in the bush. And our bush is temperate rainforest, and our native bush is just, you know, unless you're on a track, it's practically impregnable. You know, except to those outdoorsy types. But yeah, but things like dogs, pigs, cats, goats, deer, rabbits, all of that, possums, all of those sorts of things, they weren't here when Europeans arrived. They weren't here when the Maori arrived, the first people. So the first land mammal that arrived in New Zealand came with the first people, and that was, of course, the Kiori, which is a Polynesian rat, because boats, ships, waterborne vessels with people and food on them, they come with rats. I see ya. Alright, now I'm going to harvest your entrails. Well, not your entrails, just your skin. Because we might see if we can make a wolfskin cloak, because... You know... Oh, shit, the weather's picked up. In we go.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Let's get some light going. There isn't a stove in here. I'm not sure if there's a stove in the other one. It's probably worth... Oh, there's a bed. That's good. Couple boxes. Plenty of stuff that we can... Oh, an orange soda. Guess what we're drinking. Immediately. Jason says also Pahutakawa are invasive in the US from New Zealand, so thank you. Really? Is that right? I was not aware of that. They're a protected species in New Zealand. Boy, oh boy, cut down one of those without council approval and you'll hear about it. Big fines, but people do. They cut them down on... They grow along beachfronts, so people buy their big flash houses and then they go, oh, I can't see the sea, there's this tree in the way. And then they cut it down, and then you end up with no trees and the beach erodes away. It's awesome. If you had a moose driving, moose gonna win. Yeah, that's what I figured as well. All right, we're okay for warmth. We're not okay for liquid. Cup of herbal tea. That'll help us rest. We'll just drink this reishi one. They're pretty big. I wonder what they grow like. Do they grow like a weed or something like that? How are we suddenly carrying all this weight? Eating this raw item. Okay, let's cook some stuff. Let's get a fire going. Where's a fire going? Need fuel. What's in here?
I can always use more food.
Can always use more food. They're a tree, so yeah, can probably survive being shipped. Yeah, I just wonder how they grow, because they don't, as far as I'm aware, they don't. Ah, shit. I can build a snare. Let's light a match. I'm hoping we can put some fuel in this. Lantern, lantern, lantern. Actions, refuel. There we go. Too easy. Just be learned. Well, he knew what Pahudakawa was. You know, that's pretty specific knowledge, man. I don't mind being taken for a ride. It's all in the name of good humor. Right. Oh, well, that just sucks. Out we go. I ain't seen no auroras. Let's get to the dam. Almost certainly going to be a stove in there. I mean, we do have coal, so once the... Oh my word. He just pops up everywhere. Make me put you out here in the frickin' cold.
Mackenzie. So you're still alive.
Methuselah. You appear in the strangest places.
You've left your mark and have overcome great odds so far. But this part of the world still holds some secrets.
I'm not sure this is the right time for...
There are still stories that need to be told if you wish to play a part in them. There is always time for that. But if you are in a hurry, by all means go. Nobody would fault you for continuing your journey onward.
You know, it's been a hell of a slog out there. Never mind that damn bear. I've really died more times than I care to count. It couldn't have been easy for you either. You seem strangely calm about the hostility of this place.
I have wandered these paths a long time, friend. I was a walker. Now I'm a watcher. I'm here to observe these times and help where I may.
As strange as it is to run into you again, it's good to find a familiar face in all this frigid wilderness. And keep to your paths. If this is a reckoning, as you say, I hope ours cross again.
Right. Well, we keep bumping into him. Basically, is it weird? I wouldn't mind just listening to Methuselah for like an hour. Yeah, the voice acting's been pretty good in the game, I think. Generally. Alright, let's get in here. We're overweight again. Yeah. That's the one. And the bathroom's down this way, so we'll find a stove down there. Oh, yeah, there's upstairs and downstairs things. Can we get in here now? No, not yet. Supposed to wait for the aurora. Are we here before we were supposed to be? I don't know.
Can't have too much water.
Fiber, workbench, lifts.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, I mean... Am I allowed to light a fire in here? No. This is how we run out of lamp fuel again. Keep heading up. Okay, well, there ain't no...
I need to find some way in.
There ain't no Aurora. Oh, there's something about Carter in there. Carter Dam. Ah, right, yep. The, I set it up. Yes, we remember that now. Candy bar, yes please. That's probably why things feel heavy at the moment. Because we haven't eaten. Right, how do we get out of here? Right. Well, we might as well share his fire. Don't you think? So, plus 8 degrees. Can we add fuel? What happens if we add a bit of coal? Not allowed to. Alright, it is keeping us warm though. This is all good. Right, we need to eat stuff. We need to cook stuff. Meanwhile, we can also eat. Yeah, keep it. It's stale, but we'll eat it. Drink that. Okay, so can we craft cured deer hide? Where's the wolf skin? Wolf. After air drying indoors for 7 days. Ah, okay. Got it. Well, we will refresh our water. Ah, that was alright. That didn't take too long. Let us... bedroll. What is this? Renewed hope. Yes, thank you. Rival school. We don't need to worry about that. Let's do all that. Bedroll. Hey, he's still here? Excellent. Oh, what a beautiful night. Now that is something. That is something. Wow. Okay, that's pretty amazing. Meanwhile, if we check our weight, we're still, yeah. Um. We'll warm this up. And eat that. Drink some more water. All right. Wow, it's quite a bright night. So we'll stick around. Maybe the aurora will happen while we're here. Meanwhile, maybe we can have a better look around this area, because last time we were here, we were in pretty sorry state, and it was a bit of a problem. Wow. Nothing really in here. Oop, disorientated. Okay, let's get out. Ow! Well, he came out of nowhere. Alright, we need to repair our clothing. That's this game, eh? You look around and go, oh, what a beautiful place. Let your guard down, and then boom. Clothes. What did they rip up? What did he destroy? 89. Oof. You need to repair that. It's only a cotton scarf, though. We need wool. Silk better than Nout. 99, 89, 80. It's still okay. 86. Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. Right. Right, so we don't need to go back in there again. See what's down this way. Suppose we could look at the map. Oh, that looks like a tunnel. What's this?
I have to stay focused on the task at hand.
Ah, right, okay. That's a exit point. Makes sense. Alright, so are there any clues as to when the aurora might come? I hate to say it, but we might have to eat wolf. Sorry, buddy. Oof, takes a long time. Okay, yeah, we'll just get his meat for now. Hey, folk, how you doing? Can we get the rest? Yeah. Yeah, we'll harvest all of it.
Too heavy. Looks like a new day is dawning.
Alright, Methuselah is probably still there is what I'm thinking. Okay, we are starting to get pretty low on bullets. Soon we're going to have to chase...
Can't feel my feet.
Yeah. Be there. He's there. We can warm ourselves and cook this meat. So we can't just hang around here all day. That's not going to work. We might put some of this food, seems to be Buddy Bearded's plan. Yeah, it's just to sit around all day, yeah. True that. I mean, we are kind of sitting around all day. Ah, I was supposed to cook that. Hang on. Select. Select. I mean, I think that's good enough. Bane of Wolves. Put it in this bag, okay? So... You're right there, Thug. You are right there. We will not run out of freezer space anytime soon. So half a liter of water will actually do us for quite a while. I'm thinking that maybe we do head back and check out, see if we can find that cabin. Because we've got a full day, right? And... the aurora's... yeah, the aurora's only going to come out at night, mostly. And so we may as well busy ourselves doing something useful. Did you see that? It gave me a watch out if you're walking on the... I thought I got the sprain warning. Hey, Diamond, how you doing? It's one good thing about being in a cold country. If you need to clean out your fridge and freezer, just do it during the winter and put your food outside. Yeah. Absolutely. Where I live, it doesn't get proper cold. Like, it doesn't snow down here. Now, Diamond, we did fight a mythical bear. And we were successful. What does that sign say? Trucks. Well, we found a key to a cabin, so we might as well go check that out. And on the way back, there's the lookout, so we could check that out as well. We might find clues. Just thinking, with that aurora, there might actually be lighting inside the dam when that happens. That would be nice. Yes, Doug, we did. Although, like, the aggregate score was probably about 15-1 to the bear. Killed me so many times. And it was never quick. There was always a lot of snarling and gnashing of teeth and screaming and wailing and thrashing. Wasn't pretty. Over and over again. But here we are now, and we are doing okay. We got to the dam. There was no aurora, so now we're gonna go look for more supplies or uncover more of this mystery, perhaps. What's behind cabin number 3? What's at the lookout? And then return. And hopefully on this night there will be the aurora. And if there is, then we're onwards with the quest. If I can figure it out. That's the thing I'm most uncertain about. My brain. Can we figure it out? Not always great at puzzle games, am I? How do you get that gun out, eh? Ran into walls somewhere along here. I think that's one slinking over there, isn't it? Yes. I'm sorry. He came straight for me. I was left with no other option. I suppose I could have used a flare or something. Oh, we've also got a book to read on ice fishing. But we're okay for food at the moment, which isn't too bad. A little bit of coffee wouldn't go astray. Keep my stamina up, you know? And there could be more bears in the game, that's for sure. Wolves, I think I'm okay with. Although, if we run out of bullets, that's going to be a... it's going to be an issue. Alright, so there's these kind of little cabins out on the lake here. Falling through the lake is not fun. Now, if I had to count these cabins, I would say that that's 1, 2, 3 with that fences. And we've got to remember that we can sprint if the ice starts to crack. We are hearing birds flying off that way. Okay. Doing all right. The weather is reasonably clement for this game. Yeah, that doesn't... Yeah, that looks like really thin ice, right? Oh no, that's shadow. That's tree shadow on the ice. We're okay. And a stove. All right, there we go. Firewood, tin of sardines. Yeah, we'll take those.
Hope I can still eat this.
Yep. See if we can. Turns out we can. What will take? Real time! Guru, did you say you need coffee? Well, I have one on me. Wow, that would be my third for the day. Thanks, real time. I was talking more in the game, but I appreciate you, buddy. And thank you very much. I would love to... Oh, okay. Break the ice with these things. Uh-huh. So this is a fishing hut. How's the fish? Fish for a couple hours and see what happens. Ah. Do we get anything? Possibly not. Well, that's nice and easy. All right, so fishing huts. Got it. That'll be another fishing hut. So those will be cabins over there. Oh, there's a lot of cabins. But the ice feels fairly thick, which is good. We have no idea which one number 3 is, so we'll just pick a side and start there. I'm on my second coffee of the day. I should probably call it quits there. We take a shortcut. Well, the animals are on the ice. Sweet. And he just kind of bound off this way without falling through it. And he'd be heavier than me. So I'm putting you to the test here, game. Oh my god. That's a body.
Shit. Looks like someone found trouble.
Follow the trail of
This
blood.
will come in handy.
Leave that. Take that. Follow the trail of blood. 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 Rifle. Blood. 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 Blood.
Just leave me alone. I'm not opening a store for anyone.
It's okay. I'm not here to take anything from you. Are you with the Forest Talkers?
I am, but I'm not letting you in. They killed my friend. How do I know you aren't one of them?
You don't, but I'm not. Name's Mackenzie. And I'm way too stubborn to just leave you out here all by yourself. You'll have to trust me.
Seems like I don't have much of a choice. We left most of our supplies at the old logging camp while we fished here. Can you get them for me?
I can try.
There's more. In that abandoned dam, we found evidence that proves there shouldn't be logging in Mystery Lake. I need that evidence. Documents nobody wanted to be found. We hid them until we could retrieve them. Under a floor tile at the bottom of the stairwell. If you can help me get the documents back, well, it'd be a huge win for the environment. If you care about, you know, living in the world.
I have a feeling the world has bigger problems right now, but I'll see what I can do.
Here's the key to the trailer where we stashed our supplies. I'll slide it under the door.
Ah. All right, so go to the dam, retrieve the document, search under a loose tile at the bottom of the stairs leading to the admin area. There's more than that, wasn't there? Go away, survival school. Supply cache. Things. Snares. Okay, yep, we get snares. Birch bark. Bring into a natural tree loop. Restore some lost condition. Ah, good to know. And actions. What have we learned? Forge. Right, setting the spear. Yep, learned that. Encumbered. Learned that. Okay. Okay. While we're here, see what else we can find. Stove. Nope. Grape soda. And there's our coffee. Nice. Books. Right. Urban Parker.
Use this.
Looks heavy. I've never seen anything quite like that. Ooh, tin of sardines, we'll take that. Pork and beans, we'll take that. And let's have a look. Clothing. So there's Urban Parker plus 1.6. So let's go here. Urban Parker. So that's plus 2, that's 1.6. So it's not as good as that. And it's not as good as a decent military coat either. So that means it's harvest time. Right. Where's the other Mystery Lake Cabin 3? I guess that's where we are. Logging Camp Trailer Key. Logging Camp Trailer Key. 100% sure where that is. Surely it'll tell me on the map, right? Late gunshots. Supply cache. Right, okay, we can head around here and then, yeah. That is Dunburger, that place. Another wolf, eh? Sorry, pal. We're carrying a little bit too much, but it's not a lot. So there's obviously more going on than meets the eye here. So you can definitely see how ice fishing like fits with the full game survival thing. We're getting food. Pardon me. Hoping we might be able to find some more ammunition, because that's what we're probably needing right now more than anything else.
This'll come in handy.
Will. Yep, that too. Okay, those look better than the ones that I've got. So 0.3, 0.3, 62. So warm fleece, warm wool. Definitely these are better. Man, we might have to DOS down soon. Small note, it seems to be looks to have been left for someone in particular. Hard to imagine as the area is quite sparse. I'm heading to the clear cut. Put some supplies aside for us away from prying eyes if you need something. Off the old stump between two log piles. Huh. We'll take that. Another sewing kit. So another cache. I think we're okay for cloth right now. Nice and warm in here though. We can sleep. Time of day, it's getting late. Yeah. Tomato soup.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
All right, what I think we'll do. What I think we'll do is, let's have a look. Starters, can we craft anything with that? We can't. We probably need like 3 for that. I'm going to drop these. What is this? Cured rabbit pelt. Rose hip. Can open a bedroll. 4 flares. Drop that. So I think we can drop the hammer. Drop the hammer. Hammer time. Because we've got a pry bar, and I think that will serve the same function. Plenty of food, which is great. We've got some clothes, carrying stuff that we're not actually using. So we might harvest these just to... That's right, real time. We are going into spring. Keeps threatening spring all the time. But, you know, it hasn't quite got there yet. Can be quite wintry on some days. Right, that's the other thing. We found a hat, didn't we? So this one here, we'll wear that and we'll repair it. Yep, fine. There we go. Boom. That's definitely an upgrade. Definitely upgrades right there. Before it gets too dark. We'll get a good night's sleep. You be down under, right? Yeah, absolutely. We're at the arse end of the world down here. Be out of water pretty soon. Probably got another day's worth. Still the middle of the night. I'd say that's probably about another 4 hours. Well, what I mean is right down the bottom of the globe, you know? Right down, like last stop before you get to Antarctica is New Zealand. Perfect. Ah, key to the log cabin 2. Got it. Well, we're up at Sparrow's Fart here. Is that a wolf or... Tell you what, just in case it is. Hey Guru, remember Kiwiland isn't on most maps. The world's been getting better at that, to be honest. Putting New Zealand on the map. We're on the map in XCOM 2, and that's all that matters. Not as good as a rifle. Alright, now we've found the location. How do you throw it? We need more ammunition. Jason is, yes, he is correct. A lot of maps just don't put us on there. Okay. Found a new location here. Let's look at the map. All right. All right, so I think we're right. Head northish. Kind of want to go back around this way. So all very good. We might find something this way. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's a pretty country, all right. Ain't no denying it. Sweeping, majestic mountains. Lovely long expanses of beach where you're the only person on it. Sure, if you googled some scenic photos of New Zealand, you'd get the idea. Well worth the visit, but it's a long way to come. Going the right way? Yeah, it feels like. Yes, there's the hut. There is the hut. Sprinting across the ice. Getting a bit thirsty. Right, let's grab something to eat. And drink. We're going to have to replenish our water pretty soon. Yeah, out of water. That's okay. So we haven't got a pot with us. But we've got a can opener, so when it comes to it, we can eat the tomato soup. And that will give us, you know, we can cook the soup, eat the soup, use the recycled can to make some more water. Excuse me. Dust or hairs or something in my nose. Enough with the wolves already. Well, that one wasn't scared of the rifle.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Ow.
Oh, come on.
Damn it! That was a hit that time. Yeah, it's still scared of me. Good, good, good. We'll just get this rifle out. Maybe the view of the rifle is enough to scare a wolf off, which would make sense if they've seen, you know, the boomstick, then wow, what a game. Then, you know, maybe it'll see it again and think twice. Wow, so much venison. And more old man's beard. So I think we need one more old man's beard before we can craft anything. There's 4 here. I think we've got 2, so we'd be able to craft 2 worth if we can take these. So let's see if we can do that. Georgia was once known as Marthasville. Ah, Atlanta, but not all of Georgia, right. Jake the Snake Roberts was from Stone Mountain, Georgia. You know who he is, you're showing your age. Milledgeville. Yeah, that's a crazy name. Okay, we can't get up there. All right, steep slopes. We'll put the gun away so we can use both our hands. It's getting cold. We are losing a bit of heat. Could get a fire going just in the lee of this rock before we make our assault on that place. Let's do that. Let's do that. Why can't I place this? Too far away. Ah, right. Got to be like under my feet. Got it. Not birch bark, because we're going to turn that into... Oh, is he? I did wonder about that. Yeah, we'll chuck a bit of coal on there. Alright, let's cook some stuff. Let's cook the dusty tomato soup. A very steep learning curve. It does. I'll give you that. Yep. Food and drink. Tomato soup. That's a good one. And so here we can... tin of coffee? Yes, please. Oh, really? Now here's where we can do the hot coffee, right? Select tin of coffee, cook. And we will actually cook 2 of those. Lovely. Do you patrol? How you doing, mate? Good to see you better late than never. Words to live by. Alright, we're going to drink this one. We're going to take this one. Alright, we're nice and warm. We're fed. We're watered. We've got that lovely caffeine pumping through our veins. We're going to try and get up here. Now, there's a fence. A fence is a very good sign, because fences are often beside roads in terrain like this. So if we've found the road up, that would be great, because I mean, honestly, this would be... Yes, we have. We've blundered onto the road up. Perfect. Unless, of course, there's like a bridge which is out or something. So, Troll, we are... What are we doing? So, our overarching mission is to get to the dam on the night of an aurora. We got up to the dam last time, but there was no aurora. So we've come back down to the ranger station, I think it's called. Show you on the map. So we came down to, sorry, the camp office. We've found the ice fishing huts. We tried ice fishing. We caught nothing. We broke our line, but we figured out how to do it. We found a forest talker in a cabin over here who's kind of sent us up this way to find some stash, and there's other stashes apparently around that, you know, we found scroll down on maps. So the plan is actually we're going to check out the lookout because it's on the way. See if we can find something useful in there. Clothing would be nice. Ammunition especially. And then we'll head north and continue that. With the plan being we'll find out what we can about Mystery Lake during the day and head to the dam at night to hopefully find an aurora, and there is a bridge. And it's intact. Good. No complaints about that. This place has got to have a stove. But generally we're doing okay, but we've only got about 4 bullets left. The flares don't really hold the wolves off for very long, or it's very hard to lose them. And the last wolf we came across, we shot at point blank range and it wasn't enough to scare it off. We missed, and it attacked us and did some damage. So yeah, things are getting a bit more serious. Illegible note, here we go. The text on this note is largely unreadable. If this message was meant for someone, hopefully they were able to decipher it. Fortunately, there are a handful of recognizable landmarks and a bold arrow pointing to a large X. Okay. We've got a can. We've got sewing kits, we're all good. Pork and beans, more food, all good. There is a stove in here. Some first aid. If there's bandages, that would be great.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Wood matches. We're actually okay. We've got trail boots, but our own boots are actually pretty good. Whetstone. Yeah, we'll take that. Stuff under the table. Cedar firewood, that's good. But we've got to watch our carry weight as well. Our encumbrance. Beef jerky. Alright in a pinch. Not as good as what it sounds, you know. Not as good as what it sounds. What we'll do while we're here and not being attacked by wolves is just check our clothing, because we might need to repair some of this stuff. Yep, repair our boots. Troll says, yes, side quest. Don't forget to check under the beds and stuff. The developers like to hide things. Yeah. I often find on like the second or third visit to a location, I find that I've missed something. Usually it's not anything critical, but at the same time, it makes me think, what critical items have I missed and I'm just not aware of? Alright, I'm pretty happy with the state of these. They're okay for now. Well, we'll take the matches. Like, is that a thing?
That'll come in handy.
Just like that. It's just one bullet, but... Oh, and thermal underwear. We'll leave it. We're okay. Hank's lockbox key. Okay. I've never met Hank. Found a note about Hank that I'm aware of. Dude, Troll, you say it and it happens. An accelerant. Man, see, a second kind of scan around the room finds that, and I just think, what have I missed out there? What have I left behind? Particularly when people will say, haven't you got the bedroll? Or haven't you got the storm lantern? Or haven't you, and it's like, no, I didn't see any of that. I'm not very observant sometimes. Take the snake, moldy oldie. Hey, back in the day where they basically just talked a lot and didn't actually do much wrestling, he was probably the best at it. Like when it comes to acting, he was the best. Ted DiBiase came a close second. All right, cold. All right, so we're going to have to get down off this mountain. We're making much quicker going downhill. Who would have thought that? So we want to slow down. Swing around to the north. Yeah, I think we'll continue this way because I think it's probably easier to follow the tracks along for a little bit and then cut west rather than try and find our way on foot through the various valleys and whatnot. You got this, my man. No broken ankles. Great. There we are. Although wolves like to patrol around here, so... Don't forget about the parties, Guru. That's what 90% of the rest is, from like 80, 95. Parties. To be honest, I don't know what they got up to. All I saw was on what we saw on screen here in New Zealand. This was back in, so what, how old would I have been? So this would have been like the late 80s. And like New Zealand TV broadcasting standards were so squeamish that even though our national sport is rugby, which is an incredibly violent game, when they would only put NFL on, so American football on, at 11 o'clock at night because of the violence. So, yeah, American football, where it's armor, padding, training, amazing levels of athleticism, that's too violent. We'll put that on at 11 o'clock at night. However, rugby, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, the rugby game is on, and it's just basically a load of blokes, plumbers, electricians, and sparkies and labourers thumping into each other without any protection whatsoever, doing something called rucking, which is basically they pile into a big group, and then to get the other players out the way so they can get the ball, they just put their sprigs, their great boots with all the little pointy plastic sprigs on them, and it's called ruck, and you just basically rip them out of the way with your pointy, yeah, with your cleats. Oh boy, the irony was not lost on me. And the NFL came after the wrestling, so it was like, oh my god, who was making the rules? All right, so we got a clue for searching for stuff, which was a stump between two log piles. Hey, Bad Wolf Rose, go Wolves go. They are going. They've already got me twice. The last one just completely ignored my rifle because he said, well, Guru can't shoot for shit, so what am I worried about? Oh no, we're not there yet. Good to see you. Good to see you, Rose. Hope you're doing well. It's the thought that counts, Rose. It's the thought that counts. Ah, right, yes. Steroids and whatnot. Yeah. Kind of funny. I think Greg the Hammer Valentine's still around. Talking about American football, they do usually speed at like 20-25 miles per hour. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. There's a little bit, there's a group of, there's a certain cadre, whatever the word is, cohort of, I'm going to call them what they are, arrogant rugby fans in New Zealand who, you know, rugby's the best game in the world and I won't take anything against it, you know, blah, 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 all the other games of shit. And, you know, they look at American football and go, oh, look, they're all wearing the gear and that sort of stuff. We don't wear gear, we're tough as nails, blah, blah, blah. Fuck, bro, you don't hit like they hit. You know, your big boys are not as big as their big boys. It's a different game. It's a different game. In rugby, you have to use your arms to tackle. These guys can tackle like missiles. The impacts that these guys are doing, if you tried that without the armor, you are a dead man. I mean, there's all sorts of, you know, head injuries and other problems which come from a game that physical. Rugby's no different. It is also pretty, you know, a number of high-profile rugby players lose the plot later on in life because they've had so many concussions and whatnot. Quite a sad affair. Troll says, if a wolf is after you, aiming at it will trigger it to charge. Yeah, someone else said that too. They seem to charge at me anyway. So yeah, I guess it's... Oh, here we go. He gave us a key to one of these, I think. The trapper. Yeah. So I really shouldn't point the gun until I'm really ready to fire, is what you're saying. Oh, this place is well appointed. There we go. That's what we came for. Police mittens. We've already got some water bottle. We will take that.
This stuff will come in handy.
Chips. Tomato soup is good because it's both food and liquid.
I think I can use this.
Okay. So that sounded really good. Where's this? Okay, we've got a lot of wet clothes and stuff, but the sweater, this one here, we'll repair that. That sounds like the bomb diggity. The best sweater in the game. That's what they say. That's what Troll says. I'm convinced. I'm on board. We'll repair it again. Best when repaired. Yep, we're going to get this in tip-top shape. 95 repair amount 5. That's good enough. So let's see how it compares. So that's 1.4. That's 0.5. 2.4. Mackenzie, you don't need that sweater anymore. Wherefore art thou sweater? So we'll harvest that. Only takes 10 minutes. That's why we got pretty lucky. Rugby is a British game, very brutal. Yeah, it's played a lot in New Zealand as well. You heard of the All Blacks? That's our national team. We just got our asses handed to us by South Africa though, so there you go. we're not as good as what we like to think they are. Yeah, we'll take that. Did we... Climbing socks.
Could end up being useful.
Yeah, we'll take those, because I think they're better than our wool socks. So these ones are 0.4, 0.5. Yeah. Holy shit, Troll, you've been playing for 8 years? I've been playing for about 8 hours. That's amazing. Pretty sure my military boots are better than any boots I'm going to find. Simple tools. More simple tools, eh? Okay, well, we're not overweight, but we are bloody thirsty. So, let's deal with that. Bit of food would go down well too, so... we'll eat the jerky. Mainly because, you know, it's quite salty, so it causes you to drink more. But I'm okay with that. Alright, we found what we needed to find. But we will check out the other buildings while we're here, and then we'll head back to that dude. I'm not too worried about finding the... well, maybe we should look for the forest cache, because they might have ammunition, although they do sound like they're not really the types to carry a whole lot of ammo around with them, but you never know.
If this is any good to eat.
Nice. A jerry can. Man, we've already got one of those. We're good. Tomato soup. We keep finding that. That is the bomb diggity. More rose hip. So we'll take these because they're right there. I can't remember what the rose hip is for, to be honest. Here we go. If we wanted to cook anything up, we can. Time of day is it? Sun's going down. Could we get back? Possibly could. Yeah, rosehip tea. I can't quite remember what... It's an antiseptic, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. The American women's rugby team is elite, while the men's are meh. The men's sevens team is pretty good. But yeah, I seem to remember the women's team being pretty good as well. Canada's the team to beat at the moment. Holy cow. They just knocked out our women's team.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, no. Leave that. So they have definitely improved. But really, it's the English and the women's team. They just got monster swords. Monster swords? Yeah, no wonder they win. Monster forwards. So like their mauls, their maul, that sort of thing. That just, yeah. Other teams haven't figured out a way to counter that yet. So, you know, they just keep doing it. It's like the rugby version of the tush push. Ain't no answer to it. Yeah, let's see if we can find this cache. And then we'll see if we can find this cache. If we can do that quickly during daylight hours, we might be able to get back and deliver this these supplies to the guy before nightfall. If not, there's a place here where we can hunker down. Canucks, these pussies. Not anymore. Not anymore. Nope, they drew with the Black Ferns, and then in the World Cup semi-final, they put them away. I didn't see that game. I might check out the highlights if I get the chance, but probably not because we lost. But well done to them. Yeah, going into the last game, we were ranked number 1, and I didn't rate us at number 1 at all. I'd rank us probably number 4 or 5 in the world at the moment, to be honest. Sometimes they're red hot, you know, but I think we're a bit of a Goldilocks team. Okay, I think perhaps we need to get up on top of that. So we'll head up here and see whether we can get on top of it, come down. Zach Blades Athenon. LMG. Oh, right. No, I'm not familiar with those streamers. 40, 25 and 2 in the US men's rugby team. Okay. It's quite a lot of games. I reckon we might find the cache here. Top of this thing. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, nah. Maybe not. Are we stuck now? No. Phew! Ah. Oh, there we go. Right, how do we find this cache? So, it should be, like, we have to dig for it? I mean, we're practically standing on it, according to the map. There it is. Shit, how do you get down? I see. So you don't have to go all the way up. So we kind of wandered past it. All right. Well, dropping down on to try and get that will probably get us killed. So I'll see if we can find our way back up and around. So it wasn't a completely wasted journey. We managed to spy it. Now we know what it looks like and where it is. Oh yeah, rugby's been pretty much the biggest game in New Zealand for a good number of years. It's fair enough to call it our national game, but it's been having some rough times. Got a lot of competition these days.
This'll come in handy.
All right. Oh. Waterproof, though. Well, we'll repair it and we'll see what how it compares. +1. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, we'll wear that. They look stupid on them, though. Trying to allow some worse at rugby countries like the USA to win some. Hey, we don't win that. Like I was saying, you know, you go back, look at the World Cups. I think we won one recently. But, you know, we're not winning them day in, day out, that's for sure. South Africa have won a few. Australia's getting much, much better. England's won one. France has come close a couple times. All right, I think we want to head back and talk to this dude. So, have we got the time? Oh. Is there time enough to do it? Yeah, the ski gloves are the best ones that I've seen so far. Probably wouldn't hurt. Alright, probably wouldn't hurt to get started with this. Oh wow, no fuel?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
We've got so much accelerant these days, we're always using it. Here we go. That'll give us a couple hours. Nice. Takes the weight off. Right. So. How do we craft? I can't believe I'm going to do this. Find the cache in the clear cut in Mystery Lake. Right, that's what we heard. Catch a fish. Old man's beard wound dressing. We've made 2 of it before, but I can't remember how to do it. Let's go here, crafting, and see what it... So we've got 11. We must need actual water is what I'm thinking. Right. Go for it.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
So if we did cook old man's beard, nope. What if we did this and then did that? The last 3 out of 5. Oh wow, okay. Better than I thought. Better than I thought. Cool. Okay, I'm having a brain fart here, guys. How do I... Let's cook some tomato soup for starters. How do I make rosehip tea? Oh, you've got to do something with the things first, right? So with this, you've got to, yeah, make that right. That helps manage pain. Can't remember what you got to do with this though. Crafting menu. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. We're in good enough nick now. Right, so old man's bed dressing, prepared birch bark. Let's yeah, definitely craft one of those. Right, 40 minutes left on that. I think we've got coal, right? So we'll add that. Give us another hour, with which we can crafting menu and apply paired rose hits. There we go. Troll, that's like perfect, because otherwise I'm just going to fumble around and blunder around until I finally figure it out, which must be excruciating to watch. So yeah, I have no problems with that at all, my friend. Spoilers is like, you've got to say this to this person and that sort of thing, or, you know, warning me of monsters coming up, that sort of thing. To be honest, I generally don't get any, have any problems with spoilers. And if something's started, if some advice is starting to move into the spoiler space, I'll just say, hey, I'll figure this bit out myself. And we'll see what, you know, like if it's, say, a scenario where, wow, I'm starving and I've got no food, I'll have to figure out some food. Someone might say, go to this and do this. I might rather figure that one out for myself, and who knows, maybe I'll find food in a different way, and people find that entertaining to watch. Yeah. But I can manage all that. But I definitely do need the help for things like that. Which is a long-winded way of saying thank you, sir. Right, so we're going to add all the fuel, so that gives us 5 hours. Drink some water, and then we'll doss down. Thank you, Troll. I appreciate it, man. Had lots of help in this game from yourself and Iad, Jace, and other people as well. So I do appreciate it. Right. Oh, we've got another hour. Coffee, nice. So I'm not sure what birch bark does for us, but we're all good with that. that up. We are all good to go. Not sure how many of these cans we've got these days, but are we going the right way? Not really. We could go look for that other cache, but I don't think so. Is that an aurora? I don't think so. It's a bit too uniform. Probably just the sun coming up, you know. I haven't tried birch bark tea. That's true. We're okay. We're good. We're warm. We're marching. We are going the wrong way. Oh, we might need to head north before we can head east and then head south. Yeah, Long Dark community. Yeah, absolutely. I think it could be something which is more common to PvE games. That the community is much more supportive than, you know, more PvP games. I'll tell you an interesting one, an interesting situation that I've found. So in my downtime, just to relax and that sort of thing, and sort of, you know, do my own thing, as everyone needs to do every now and then. I've been playing a bit of the survival game Scum, right? Which is ostensibly a PvP game where, you know, you're a prisoner, you're parachuted in on this deadly island full of zombies and other vicious players and battle mechs and all sorts of stuff like that. And the idea is you battle it out. It's like a battle royale, but with no time limit. Basically a battle of survival, and you know, you can build a base and you can team up with people and build squads and kill other bases and that sort of thing. I looked online to choose a server, and the player versus environment PvE servers are packed, or they've got a decent amount of players in them, and the PvP ones not so much, or at least in the Australia servers, which I thought was interesting. And I was in there and I blundered into a random dude, this guy from China, and he was just like, "Do you need anything?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm looking for a big backpack, but I don't really need. I'll be right back." Before I finished my sentence, he ran off and brought me back a backpack. And I was like, right, from here, I'm going to say, "Bro, I don't need anything else," because otherwise he's just going to basically hand me everything I need to survive. But what a, you know, just that's the first thing that which came into his head was, do you need any help? I can help you. And he was prepared to, like, do missions with me, and not big lengthy out into the wilderness ones, but, you know, tasks for traders and stuff like that. So yeah, I found it with the State of Decay 2 community as well. Very few trolls, very few. Like I know of one time when a player was spawned in to help another player, and the other player had used the dev menu to set traps with bloaters and stuff like that. It didn't work, and he ended up chasing the player halfway across the map, which is funny. But that's the only kind of trolling slash toxicity I've found with that game. But I imagine this one is much the same. I didn't want to do that, but if I didn't, he would be coming after me. Yeah, we're just about there. Even though it's not even dawn, we've made good time to get here. Weather's not too bad. A little bit thirsty. And that. Oh, we're here. What does birch bark do for us in this game? In survival, you would want to pick up your spent shell casings to make more ammo. Yeah, good point. You know, we're going to stop off here. And, you know, to Troll's point, we might just check under... We might just have another closer look around because we didn't find any ammunition in here. And it kind of feels like the place where we should find ammunition. Or if we are going to find ammunition, it'll be in a place like this. So we'll just look a little more carefully. See what I mean? See what I mean? Troll, you set my sensory alert. My spider senses tingling. So now I am kind of looking everywhere for their sneaky hidey places. So we came and we found a bullet straight away. Under there, wood stove, cooking pot.
What have we here?
Yeah, we'll take that. What we'll do then is we'll drop some of our recycle cans. Not all of them. Just these. Drop that. 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 There's another one. So 2 bullets, which is really enough to keep us going. We tend to run into like 1 or 2 wolves a day, so that is actually enough just to kind of get to the next day. Good stuff.
I could use this.
Yes! Yes! You beauty. Man, you've got to be careful, right? A wheel. All right, and break it down. There hasn't been a whole need to break things down. What is our inventory like? Our inventory is it's still pretty heavy. Another cooking pot. So I think the cooking pots are pretty heavy though, so I don't know if I want to clank about with too many of those on me. Yeah, they're a full kilo, so we're good with that. 1 cooking pot is enough. Right, I am satisfied. Except, what is that? We'll take it. I think we're okay for sewing kits. Mint. There we go, just like that. Are your guts cured? Yes. Yes, they are. So, Okay, those prevent infection. That's right, that replaces condition. Wolfskin coat. We've got the gut. We haven't got the cured wolf pouch, so we need more wolf pouch. Yeah, we haven't yet cured them. We could cure them in here, because this place does have a stove, but we've only got 2 of them. Yeah, in all honesty, I haven't found the need for ice fishing just yet. But we'll keep an eye out for any wolf corpses that we've got. So wolfskin pelt will keep me warm is what I'm guessing, but it's quite heavy. And I'm already got enough clothing that I can move about. Yeah, it hasn't been like a really bad storm or anything that's kind of made me, you know, been life-threatening, put it that way. Hasn't always been the case in this game, but right now, you know, with the best sweater in the game and the ski gloves and things like that, I think we're doing okay. So I've got the wolfskin pelts. They're probably pretty heavy. They take a long time to cure. I'm kind of guessing that if I'd used my brain, or if I was to do some of this again, if I could have harvested the wolf pelts, I would have, and cured them at the same time as curing the guts. But to be honest, when I was curing the guts, I was doing that on the advice of the chat, not really knowing what I was going to use them for. But I see what they're used for now. That's why I'm quite keen to try playing this on survival mode, because I think there'll be a lot more recipes and survival scenarios where we will need to fish in the ice, where we will need to cure animal pelts and that to turn them into, you know, gloves, cloaks, hats, leggings, whatever it is, you know, proper survivor styles. I mean, the story is cool so far, but I'm also quite tempted by the open world survival aspects as well. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, it takes a long time to cure things, that's for sure. I don't know if I've got that kind of time.
Did you find her stuff yet?
Yep.
Supplies and the documents. I need both.
I'm working on it.
Dude, really? Okay. Tile under the floor. I suppose we've got all day. The ice feels pretty thick though. Yeah, it might not take 5 days, but it takes a long time to cure. Like more time than I have fuel to chuck in a stove and then come back for it. But if we found Methuselah somewhere, then, you know, that would be the place to do it, because he's got the infinite fire going. We're going the right way. Yep. This is good enough. We've got a rabbit pelt as well. I imagine those can be turned into, like, hide gloves or mittens. Possibly boots as well. It's alright, we can get up to the dam. and we can get back. If Methuselah is there, we can start. So there's another. We killed a wolf on the way back, so that's near the tracks. We can harvest its hide, and then we can start curing those. And Methuselah's fire, if that's possible. We can at least leave the stuff there because they are pretty heavy. Worth a try. But this is a very different game. It's very cool. I do like it. As with the storyline, it unlocks recipes as the storyline allows it, as opposed to coming in fresh with, I don't know, you know, a shirt and some socks, some pants, hopefully, you know, and it's like, go. Quick, make yourself, find some wood, make yourself a fire.
Thank goodness.
And having all the recipes, or at least, you know, a lot of recipes already available that you can start working towards, start using. But of course, then there's no story, so it offers you both scenarios. So there's our wolf. Let's go apologize to the wolf, and then, because this one didn't even attack us, but I bet you it wanted to. But we will take its hide. Is that another one up there as well? If it is, we'll take both their hides. Much needed map knowledge. Right. So it uses the same maps then. So like you might start here or find your way here and have to survive. And yeah, I can see that. Though if I did it, I'd probably start somewhere completely different that I didn't know. Right, how many wolf pelts have we got now? 2, 4, and the crafted craft was, we need 4. So we got 4 of them. So then we just need a workbench, and there is a workbench inside the dam. So this is coming together. Troll, this is coming together. We should craft it just so then we know what a wolfskin cloak is like. I mean, I say it feels like it's going to be really heavy, but let's say it was, I don't know, call it 3 kgs, but it did the job of wearing 5 kgs of underclothes, then, you know, that's a net saving of 2 kgs. So, you know, it could work out. We definitely should do it though. But this game definitely does have a pretty steep learning curve, in that it doesn't tell you explicitly what you need to do, even in the early stages, so it doesn't really have a tutorial. This is probably the closest thing there is to a tutorial. I think that's what you were saying, Jason, that I should do Wintermute because it'll kind of hold my hand into the game. I'd be way more confident starting a survival version now, or at least, yeah, way more confident than I... Well, confidence is probably the wrong word, but I'd be much better prepared now to start a survival game than if I just like jumped straight in. Because when I started Wintermute and you crash like that first scene, I died then because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was stumbling about and sleeping in the cold, trying to, you know, without a fire burning next to you, because I just thought, you know, you gotta... Yeah, when you play a lot of computer games, you kind of think you know how the games work. And there's mechanics going on that you assume they haven't bothered to put in the game, and you come a cropper for it, for sure. I don't know how big the map is. I've seen an image of it, like, you know, the whole map kind of thing out, and I've a vague idea of, you know, one map versus, you know, like the places that we've traveled so far. So I think we've traveled maybe a third to a half of the map, of the full map. So there's still a fair bit we haven't explored. Or at least that's what I'm feeling. Maybe not. Could be wrong. We've retraced our steps a few times. Alright, we'll try this curing the wolf pelt soon. Quite excited about that. I think there's even another dead wolf up here somewhere. We should be alright. Alright, eats time. We'll get to his fire. We'll heat up some tomato soup. That'll do the job. Something down there. Probably have a look. Is that a body? It's a fucking body. Easy. 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 Ah, it's a crim. Oh, it's not the dude we let go, is it? Any others? It looks like he just froze to death out here. No signs of a struggle. It's face down. Snow on his back. It's been here for a while. Alright, let's get back up. Playing story mode will give you... Oh, right, yeah. Episodes 1 and 2 cover 4 regions. I believe there are 16 regions. Yeah, that feels about right. What's that, 25%? Yeah, that feels about right. Also in survival mode, you have to make your own map. You aren't given a full map. Oh, that's cool. I'm quite good with that, eh? I'm quite good with that. Like, if I'm going to play a survival game, and the emphasis in the game is on survival, I don't necessarily need a map or want a map unless it's something tactile that I find. Oh, here's a map, and it's something that I can annotate, and it's something I can look up. Is that a rifle bullet? Hey, there's a shell casing.
Could end up being useful.
Do you think that was me? Because there was a wolf. Crow feather. Crow feather. Because Troll, you were talking about picking up shell casings to make more ammunition. I wouldn't know how to do it myself. Cartography with charcoal from fireplaces. Yeah, that sounds... Yeah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket. Alright, so if we drop. Hang on, let me pick one of these up first, and we'll just see what it says. Air drying indoors for 7 days. So indoors. So, yeah, 7 days, bro. 7 days. This is definitely not indoors, but we'll try it. At least I'm not having to carry it around, you know. One, two, three. I have 4, right? Rock. Makes a nice rug. And it looks like there's a maple air drying and drawers. Okay, well, we'll drop that as well. It says 4% cured. So we'll just shove that through Methuselah's foot. And we'll see how we go. Indoors, no fire needed. Oh! Oh, okay. Well, let me just check something there, buddy. Because that's a very good point. I thought I needed a fire. This is how cured? 0 cured. So, yeah, I'm willing to believe you. Because we would have dropped this at some point inside, which is why it's 4%. We're definitely not indoors. Alright. I'm not going to leave it inside the dam because the dam's very rickety and could collapse. And who knows, we may never get them out. I'm not doing things the easy way. Inside the dam is fine? Yeah, okay. In the interest of not driving people nuts, I will cure these inside. I thought they needed to be by a fire. That's all I thought. See, that's cured. Cured leather, cured deer hide. Yep, they are curing. You're absolutely right. Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. Just checking we looted everything in here because I'm a loot goblin. Right, we want to find the stairs. Ah, that's right, these stairs. Can we get through here now? What about this area? Nope. Looks like there's stuff piled behind it anyway. I'm thinking that's a dead end. Control room, it's locked. Where we were just in. Come on, girl. Where's the stairs? There's the stairs. A loose tile. Search loose tile. Here we go. We finally have the evidence we've been looking for. All the photos of the logging we shared on social media have been totally ignored, and I mean, who can blame them? Nobody believes what they see anymore. But we stole some documents from a logging camp that prove the Breyer house is here illegally. They don't actually have the correct permits or even permission to be here. They're cutting down old growth trees out here. It's exactly the kind of ammunition we need to take them down. Even if the lawyers and corporate shills try to breathe us, and they will, we'll be able to use this to drive up our recruitment as well as cash from our crowdfunding campaign. With this, we can finally take things to the next level.
There you are.
There you are. Now we can return. Alright. A few bumps and oopsies along the way, but we're back in business. Time of day. Coming up to midday. We're all good. We need to cook up some tomato soup though. Stat. Oops. I left that wolf meat cooking. We'll drop that somewhere away from the camp. say over here. Ooh. Did we actually pick it up? Or does it just discard it for you? I'd be okay if it did that. Yeah. Looks like it kind of auto discards when you do that. That's fine. Delicious. Like, doesn't give you massive amounts of food, but it does give you both. So I could have been like curing those for like ever. That's my bad. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. And then if you're my age, you forget what you've learned. You have to start all over again. Oh, that's nice and hydrating. All right, back we go. All fed up. We'll get up. All fueled up. Well fed. Toasty, warm. Ready to go. And they make a racket, don't they, those crows? I guess that's where they drop feathers, though. So we haven't crafted a bow. I haven't found a handgun yet. We've got two weapons. Oh, there's another shell casing. So I'm... Hey, troll, were you saying that after I fire a rifle, it'll drop a shell casing? It's something I can check, because usually I just blam, fire, and then, you know, mosey on off. There's another one. I think that's exactly what you were saying, but I didn't fully comprehend. That's pretty cool. 21 people watching and 17 likes. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Every time when you reload a revolver, it will drop spent casings at your feet. Cool. I will keep an eye out for that, because I just, you know, completely missed it. I should probably look in here, because there's probably... I think I dropped that scrap metal. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. Probably... I was going to say I probably left some stuff in there. I have got stashes kind of all over the place from when I've been carrying stuff, gotten too heavy and just, you know, left a whole bunch in a container somewhere. They should appear on the map. Player caches. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for the casings. I don't stray far from the tracks, so that's got to help us recover any. In survival, you will need to make multiple bases. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? So multiple huts, multiple bases with, you know, cooking supplies, a bit of food, all of that sort of thing, because so far, like today or tonight, depending where you are in this playthrough, we haven't really been hit by any bad weather. And the kind of the worst of it that we got, we stumbled across Methuselah, which, you know, with his unlimited fire, kind of took care of all that. And can't craft a bow or arrow in Wintermute. Yeah, I'm carrying those crow feathers just in case one day we do that, but yeah. I've got a rifle, so I'm not going to be using a bow and arrow. I'm finding enough food so that I don't necessarily have to prescribe hunting as an activity. Now this is the birch tree over here, so I'm going to have a look around the bottom of it and maybe find some birch bark to make into tea, because I think the tea is quite restorative. No, just sticks. Fair few of them though. Well, if we needed firewood, that's where you find them. Wolves, deer, rabbits, bear, and moose take about a week in game. So there are more. There are bears. Have I seen a moose? I've definitely seen elk or, you know, deer with antlers. I don't know that I've seen a moose because they're quite distinct. But the longer you survive, the longer wildlife takes to respawn. Right, so you eventually... game becomes less and less plentiful. That would make sense. I imagine the reproductive rates of animals in biomes like this, in this kind of environment, would be pretty slow. Population growth is usually tied to food surplus for animals, so, you know, particularly where it's almost like an eternal winter, there's only going to be so much food which goes around, so the animals won't breed an enormous amount of offspring because there's not enough food to support them. Did I say beer instead of beer? Probably just my accent, mate. Beer troll. Did I say beer troll? Ah, so there is a beer troll. Is that what I said? That could come in several forms. You know, an 8 foot, you know, troll, arg, monster made out of beer or drinking beer with a beer drinking hat, you know, like you see at the football games. Or it could be someone who trolls beer. Your beer's flat and warm, tasteless. Your beer's no good. Your beer tastes like old people's piss. Beer snobbery. Alright, so we are going to progress the story here. I mean, there hasn't been an aurora. So here's the thing, right? Although no, we didn't really sleep through the night. It's been 2 nights without an aurora. If the aurora's not going to be triggered until you do the side quests, how's a player supposed to know that? So it looks like birch bark is what you want to drink when you need to restore your health. What's our carry weight? Our carry weight's pretty good. Now that we're curing those pelts inside, we have a lot more weight. So I'm going to nick this fire log. Oh, no, we're in the wrong place for that. It's in the other place. All right, here we go. What does he say?
Got your supplies and those documents you wanted here.
Hey, that's great. Thank you. But I hope you understand if I ask you to just leave them outside the door.
Okay. Troll was born downstate Michigan, below the Mackinac. Excuse me, below the Mackinac Bridge. That makes me a troll. Very nice. Our cat was found by the SPCA, living under a bridge in Kohimarama in Auckland, New Zealand, and we adopted him from the SPCA. So our cat's a troll as well. And in the morning when he wants to be fed, he's super trolly. I failed.
I've got your supplies and those documents you wanted here.
Hey, that's great. Thank you. But I hope you understand if I ask you to just leave them outside the door.
I've now failed twice.
I've got your supplies and those documents you wanted here.
Hey, that's great.
Let's stop
Thank you.
and
But
read and
I
look
hope you
and
understand if I
observe
ask
what
you to just leave them outside the door.
instructions. Drop supply. Ah, drop supplies. Take ammo. Drop supplies. Do them a whole favor,
Right.
not half a favor.
I'll leave it all here for you, just like you asked.
Thank you, stranger. You may not care, but you've made a huge difference to our cause.
Check on the lake cabin tomorrow. Really? Okay. Well, tomorrow is a long time away. Did we check out the... So we've checked out the camp office. We've checked out the lookout. I don't know if I want to plod all the way over there for the supply cache. Trapper's homestead. He's locked us out. He's had enough of us. We'll look around this area a bit more carefully. There's more ice huts. Yeah, we'll check out the ice huts. Not to go ice fishing, but to see whether there's any ammo in there, or we found sardines in one. The ice seems quite thick, so that's good. I mean, they wouldn't really build the huts out here if it was thin ice, right? But then again, ice does what it wants, not what you tell it to do. We'll just have a quick squiz. And they do have stoves and stuff if we need to cook. So a hunting knife. Couple matches, don't need those. Alright, so where's that knife? We will drop our crap knife, because now we have a hunting knife. Yeah, we'll take cloth.
That'll come in handy.
All right, we'll just look at how many matches we've got. Yeah, we're fine. Sweet. Okay, so that's that one. We've looked in that one. There's some on this side of the lake, but there's also these cabins. I think I've checked these cabins, but we'll just make doubly sure. There's those ones over there, and actually got a door on that ice cabin, so we'll see. No ice breaks in Mystery Lake region. Other regions, however, may not be the case. I've fallen through the ice a few times. But the ice here does seem pretty thick. It was a different time of day or evening that we were here last time, so... It may not look the same to us. Kind of looks familiar. The cloth on the beard, that kind of looks familiar. That's empty. Yeah, we've been in here. Which means we've almost certainly been in this one as well. But we'll do the troll search, which is... Ah, that's right. That one's locked. It's okay. So we came from that one over there. We'll check this. We might find a key somewhere. The ice cabin 2. And there's those ones over there we haven't checked as well. I'm going to say the troll search, which is a proper search, not just a boy look. Nice. So here's a question, folks. Here's a question for you guys, especially the experienced players. If I was to start a survival game on like the hardest difficulty level or one off the hardest difficulty level, harder than this, what would be a good, like, would surviving for a week be an achievement? Or surviving for 2 weeks? Or a month? Or a day? Probably more than a day. But, you know, I'm just trying to gauge at what point could you say, we're good, we've won, I've sustained it. Hey, Iad, how you doing? Okay, that's locked as well. So cabin 1's locked, cabin 2 is locked. We found the key to cabin 3. Like if I started a survival game on the hardest difficulty level for the Long Dark, would be let's survive a week, or do we set up a base in every region, or you know what would be the right approach? You're all good, Iad. We'll probably keep going for another hour and a bit. At least kind of,
handy.
Oh, okay, we've got enough flares. You know, progress the story enough. You get an achievement surviving 24 hours, 30 days is a good start. Your longest run is 503 days? Holy moly. Alright. I'm now feeling intimidated. And insignificant. I'm talking about a week and it's like 503 days. Right. But 30 days sounds good. If I survive for 30 days on the hardest difficulty level, I'm going to say that that's a win. Provided that on those 30 days, I'm not starving. Like, you've got to be at 100% condition, 100% rested, 100% thirst, 100% or hydration, 100% nutrition. And after 30 days, and then you can say, then I would say, yes, I have conquered it. That sounds reasonable to me. At least, you know, from a streaming point of view. There's another wolf. So we shot him. So I'm going to look for the bullet casing. We don't need to harvest this wolf. Hey Michael, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. There it is. Okay, so we're supposed to come back tomorrow. We can go up to Methuselah and rest around there. Interloper. Yeah, that's one. Equal lethal zone. Yeah, I feel like that would be a good challenge. I might fail the first couple of times. Because there was some... I imagine that with the story zone, you know, like there being no bows and arrows, that sort of thing, that this is a very condensed or clipped version of the game, and that the full game will introduce or crank up some of the survival mechanics and offer different ways of approaching it with different recipes and stuff, which will provide a different challenge or a different list of options. And you know, if maybe you attempt an option, say I need food, so I'll try ice fishing, and you're very, very bad, and I'm very, very bad at ice fishing, and so I starve, versus going hunting or throwing. Maybe you really do need to throw rocks at rabbits. We won't know till we start, but pretty hard to stay 100% hydrated, full condition for 30 days plus. Well, that sounds perfect then. Pretty hard is what I like. Do not take that out of context. But I do enjoy a good challenge. Aha. No, he's just doing what wolves do. So, all right, mate. Yeah, early on in this series, I scared off a wolf who was at a carcass when I was starving, and nicked it. So there are lots of different approaches.
This stuff will come in handy.
Wow. Cool. A snare. Yeah, there's building snares. So there's stuff even that I've been provided with in this game or discovered, you know, like snares, like I think we're gonna head back. Snares. Oh, is this a cave or something? We'll check what's through here. Which I probably just haven't had to use. In Misery, you get full coldness amount in 3 days instead of 50. Oh, like the environment gets colder? Gets even more wintry? This is some sort of... Hey, this is probably a fairly... Yeah, it's definitely sheltered from the wind. So, you know, if this was survival mode, you could set your little base up there, use that tower to hunt game, if there's game in the hood. Definitely a lot of trees, should find lots of sticks and stuff. Just keep the home fires burning. Stuff hanging off the trees like old man's beard. Nope, interloper is still kicking my butt. Really? Okay. Now, that's the case. Maybe that's a... Well, I figured start there and work my way backwards. Going the right way? We are. My longest run on Interloper is about 200 days. So that's pretty impressive. So pretty impressive. It's probably extremely impressive. This kind of feels like a... Like the Wintermute kind of feels like a middle difficulty. Like I'm finding plenty of loot. I haven't had to harvest that sort of thing, which kind of makes more sense in a storyline because the story should take precedence. So you want the story to advance. You don't want a player to come in and have to spend a week, you know, catching food enough just to survive, that you actually lose track of where the story's at. Some of that stuff. I like the grape one, it's my favorite. Now, which one was 1 and which one was 2? Pretty sure it was these ones over here. Oop. I mean, I suppose talking to the forest talkers as well, even though it sounds like side questy, is probably still integral to the main story, so I probably should investigate these instead of kind of treating them as side quests. Interloper is like No Man's Land, and Misery is like No Man's Land combined with a Black Heart curveball. Speaking my language. So Misery is impossible. So basically what is how I'm reading that. Wintermute has less wildlife than survival. Wolf packs are usually 3 wolves. Interloper is still 3 wolves, but they do more damage. Stalker has double the wolves. Sorry, excuse me. Take us firewood, books, papers.
Is it food or?
Ah, there we go. He's already put it on. Excellent. We'll repair that. Might as well check what else we need repairing while we're here. Sun's coming down, so this is a place that we could actually hunker down for the night. 87, I'm not going to stress about that. 596, it's good. 99, 92, 82 is getting a little light. It's an outer layer, so we'll repair that for the waterproofing. Okay. Off-season fun. You're not supposed to go there off-season, but there's an amazing hunting to be had near Mystery Lake. The warden usually shuts down the park for winter. The cabins are meant for summer use, so bring warm clothes and a heavy sleeping pack. We'll break in, bag a few stags, then truck the meat out of there in a couple of weeks. Stan will pick us up along the Old Coast Highway. Meet me at the lake cabins on November. Come alone, bring beer. Beer troll. There's been logging in the area, so stay out of sight. Okay.
Could be good to drink.
Condensed milk. There's a bed. No fire in here, but we don't need one. We're a little bit knackered. Probably because we started the day quite early. Pardon me. That's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna. The sun goes down. I think we'll do a. Oh, what is that? Painkillers. Really sure we've got so many painkillers. Oh, we're down to our last 6. We'll take them.
I could use this.
Just before we head to sleep. Just do the proper look. Combat boots.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
92. So they're good resistance to animal bites. I'm happy to stick with that. Break that down. And then we'll put that away. And top bunk. Clamber into.
What's that?
Man, we must stink, eh? What? Uh-oh, it's the Aurora. Oh wow, that is pretty. That is pretty. Go away, save sign. We are boom. Taking some screenshots of that. That's fucking stunning. I love it. All right, time. Okay, we've got most of the night. I don't care if it's cold, it'll still work. Let's get to the dam. We can always come back and talk to this other dude later. Refill your lantern. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Oh, they go bonkers, don't they? All right, but they're not friendly. Wildlife is extra dangerous during an aurora. It's kind of funny, the first time I saw a wolf in an aurora, it actually ran away from me. It was like it was trying to communicate. Well, that's what it felt like. I'm taking screenshots, folks. This is a pretty game. All right, where the heck are we going? We can't get out that way. We want to go this way. Wintermute is roughly equivalent to Voyager mode, which I believe is a step below Stalker. I don't actually know what the steps are. Maybe Interloper never leave the region, spawn, stay and survive. Right. I'm loving the sound of it. But we'll finish Wintermute first. Even when you sprint, you don't move that fast, do you? So I'm guessing Interloper's the hardest, and then I guess Misery is the next one down, and then what was Jason saying? No, Misery is the hardest, then it's Interloper, then it's Stalker, then it's Voyager. No firearms in Interloper, you must find a forge and make your own hatchets and knives. Ooh. Okay. Huh. Stay out of the light. This is actually pretty much the first time that I've been able to... It's not my first Aurora, it's probably the second one, but this is the first time I'm actually kind of taking it all in. Because I was, you know, I'm not freezing or being attacked by wolves or bears. Or exhausted. Misery, no matches, no knives, no hatchet, no clothes, no rifle. What? 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 No clothes. Like you can't find clothes. You have to craft everything. You do not start with matches or a bedroll. Oh, that's okay. I'm used to playing without a bedroll. I think it took me 4 hours to find a bedroll in this in Wintermute. No good clothes, right, gotcha. But you might have some, you know, average clothes. I'll do a bit of research, eh? I'll do a bit of research. Ooh, green. Oh, we're nearly there. Magnetism, it's a hell of a thing. We get the southern lights in New Zealand. Aurora Australis. We actually saw it one night, but it was very hazy. It was nothing like this. It's just a very light pink haze to the sky. It's a nice night to be out though. Soundtrack and visuals in this game are beautiful. They are. It's not like photorealistic or anything like that, but with the graphics, but it still conveys that atmosphere, and it's still visually very appealing. The starry nights, the aurora, yeah. Beautiful is the word. Ah, I can see lights on in the dam. So first time we were in the dam, this was one of the situations which I think counted against the game, was you go in there looking for the radio parts and stuff like that. And I walked past the radio parts because I just didn't see them on the bench. I thought they were just like background graphics and stuff. But when you're trying to pick things up, you're, you know, you've got a single little dot which has to be right on the item for it to kind of tell you what it is. And so I went past it, was looking around forever, ran out of light in the lantern, and when I went outside to like build a fire so that I could grab a torch and go back in and do it, it said, no, you can't go outside till you have the radio parts because reasons. And it was sort of like, oh, okay, arbitrary challenge mode on. And I really didn't like that because, you know, there was no good reason why suddenly the door, like I couldn't go out. That was bollocks. And I think it might have been you, Jason, who said you want to, it's ideal to go into here when the aurora is on because you can see at night. And so now we are going to experience that real time. Cure. Still not great though, is it? Right, what are we doing? Find your way through the cutter. Access the control room using Jeremiah's code. Can't even remember what the fucking code was. Ah, I see. We needed the Aurora to turn the electricity on so that we could enter the key code and open the door. That makes sense. Alright, what do we got? Flashlight? We've already got a flashlight. Not a very good flashlight, but we're good. Pinnacle peaches, we haven't had those in a while. And metal table, blah, blah, blah. Let's, let's grab the flashlight.
Could end up being useful.
And we'll use it. Just to help us look around.
What have we here?
We'll leave that for later. Here's our workbench. What are we looking for? Screw this, the door is open. We can search anytime we want. We probably want... Oh, what is this? Switch
There
box?
it is.
Boom. I found a switch and flicked a switch. Can't quite remember what it was supposed to do, but Mackenzie seemed to know what it was meant to do. Will that open... So these are the bogs. Maybe this is open now.
Looks like I could get a nasty shock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all electrified. So control room. Were there any other exits out of here that maybe I just missed? Through there. Got to get into there somehow. And there's no jump, so it's not like we can smash the glass and just jump through. Ah, the elevator.
Oh. I guess there's only one way to go from here. Holy shit, what was that?
Pry bar, so we can do that. Explore the guts of the dam.
That's hot.
What? Watch where you step. Oh, I stepped on that. Gotcha. Watch out for those. Got it. Place is fucking dangerous. Right. Going on up here. What's going on up here?
Shit, that burns.
Did I check the safe? What safe is that? I don't think I have. Oh. Huh. Rip again. Upstairs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know the one that you're talking about. I haven't. Can't really carry that much more anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
Ah, damn it. Burns.
Ah, it's got a high beam. Oh, torch, that's cool.
Oh, hot. Feels like it's still burning.
Hey, ACAP, how you doing? All right, only one way through. We got around there last time though, didn't we? So can't get over there. That place is a road to nowhere. Getting over there is... So we came up here, but there was nowhere to go from here. We came down here. Obviously that is going to kill us. All right. Watch out for dangling wires as well. And there's... So if that's live, maybe that whole cable is electric, not just... Yeah, it must be the whole cable's electric, not just the sparky bits. Yeah, I like mechanically minded. Me, no. Shit, no. Electrically minded, no. So things which seem obvious to some people are not obvious to me. But we're doing all right. We're okay. Search your locker because I feel like we've earned it. Yeah, we'll use this one up and then we can drop it. Off if we want it. We're just exploring here, folks. Not seeing anything of real interest over here. We'll head back. Yeah. How you doing tonight, A-Cup? I saw the Colts are now 2-0. Holy cow. And I found out I didn't know leverage was a thing. I can understand why it exists, but holy cow. It's a heck of a way to win the match. You call it a game. Okay, let's light. Is these light? All right. Where are we going? Explore the guts of the dam. Well, we're in the guts of the dam. Okay, we might have to be... Okay. All right, there's the room where we were in before, and we looked into here. So we're looking about... Oh, okay. No. Here we go. Oh, we came up here. So we came up here, dropped that stuff, came along here. It's got to be another exit off this area, right? Or not? Maybe not. I'm confused. There's the exit. So we got to that before and couldn't get out there. But we'll go check it out. Maybe it's because we didn't go the right way. Yeah, a hint would be okay. I'm up for a hint. Because it's a puzzle. I'm not good with puzzles. It's an emergency exit. Are we supposed to... We're supposed to find something down here. See, that's what I would next guess, is that I'm supposed to find something here. But I'm not seeing a lot of stuff to find. It's all kind of... Upstairs and look for a rope. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was pretty sure we were supposed to get this far and come upstairs, right? Like a rope up onto the roof or something? That's rope-like, but that's just graphic stuff. See, this all kind of looks like purpose-built to get me here. Ah! This. Can't see what the fuck I'm doing. Am I supposed to climb down or up? Thank you. I would have got there eventually.
I think I can use this.
Antibiotics, definitely. You know what? I'm gonna use a flare.
That'll come in handy.
Don't know that it will. Alright. So we're in the upper dam now. Oh, backpack. I think that's a trap.
I better watch out.
Stay away from the red cables. And now what? Ah, here's the switch. Uh-huh. Okay.
Hope I can still eat this.
Good stuff. We're overweight. Okay, now what? Explore the guts of the dam. Okay, maybe there's more to do down here. Alright, that's where we came in. We went up here. Moved around here. Discs and stuff. Maybe there'll be a note or something. I'm gonna keep using these flares. They're good. Getting pretty tired though.
This stuff will come in handy.
Now we're leaving it behind. This looks new. Not the time for herbal tea. Yeah, this looks new. Force that open. Oop.
I could use this.
Ah, enough of those.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Hi, energy drink. That's probably what we want. All right, energy drink. Is that here? Energy drink. Oh, that worked. Nice. Hey UBV, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, man.
Is it food or...
We're doing all right. We're moving through the dam in the carted. What the fuck? Everything was going fine, UBV. Everything was going fine, and then you had to show up and distract me, and now I got hit. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You are absolutely 100% forgiven immediately. Thank you so much, UBV. It's wonderful to see you, brother. You know I'm just joking. It's a mean-ass motherfucker. Oh, he's wearing prison shit.
Wow, that is interesting. A locked metal case is a thing of the old world, stranger. A world of closed doors and things being off limits.
Ow! Motherfucker.
Yeah, see, I was part of that world. But that world's over. This is my world now. And in my world, I make the rules. In my world, see, there are no locks.
Your world sounds crazy.
What's in the case?
I have no idea.
What is in the case?
I hope it's painkillers.
Your ID says you're a pilot. You have a plane somewhere?
My plane wouldn't do you any good.
She's a bit trash.
Yeah, should I show you what happened to the last person who lied to me? She didn't look so pretty after I was done.
She?
Oh, so now he's ready to talk. Well, don't worry, pilot. You'll be with her soon.
Ah! Holy heck. He's a piece of work, ain't he? Holy shivers. And then they roll the credits. Oh my god. Season 1, Season 2. I guess these are the episodes, right? So is that episode 1? The whole of episode 1. Oh, wow. Cast episode. Ah, the first 2 episodes. Oh, you know what's going to happen with the music? It's going to demonetize me, mofo. Which is a shame because it is rather nice. So if you're watching this afterwards and there's no music, it's because I've had to remove the music, remove the score from the stream. I guess we'll find out. YouTube will let me know in its imitable way. Copyright warning. Copyright warning. This is not a strike. But if you do it again, we'll shoot you in the face. That's not quite that bad. But cool. All right. I'm going to press... Oh, forward, back. Oh, big team of people. Doing all the languages, whatnot. All right. So there we are. Right. I'm thinking... Let's see. Well, we've been going for nearly 4 hours, and I was planning to go for 4 hours, and we're at this point now. So I think we've got... Yeah, I think we'll quit here, and we'll come back with episode 3 for the next session. That sounds like it's the way to go. So we'll wrap things up here. UBV's off the hook. Apparently it was a cutscene. It wasn't him ruining everything. Wonderful. Awesome. Okay, guys, I'm gonna drop the stream here then. I'll just take a second to have a long-winding outro, which is thank you very much. Thank you very much, UBV, for the super chat. Thank you, Troll and Jason, Iad, and everyone else who has helped me so far get to this point, and everyone else who's been watching and enjoying the series. If you could hit that like, that would make me so happy. We're already on 21 likes, which says, hey, we're coming back. But, you know, this is awesome. This has given me a chance to try different games, and that you guys are actually willing to sit there and watch me fumble through them and let me share my experiences with you is awesome, and it's basically what I'm here for. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm going to carry on with the day. All right. Thanks for watching. Wherever you are in the world, go in peace. Till next time, Jakate. Bye for now.